One of the most exhausting things women do is over-explain. We explain why we're hurt, why we're tired, why we said no, why we changed, why we need space, why something affected us, as if our feelings need a courtroom presentation before they're allowed to exit. And many women learn this habit very young, especially women who grow up around criticism, emotional unpredictability, or people who constantly misunderstood them. So they learned, if I explain myself well enough, maybe I'll finally be loved correctly. But maturity changes that, because eventually a woman becomes tired of explaining herself to people who already decided not to understand her. That realization is painful, but freeing, because not everyone asking questions is genuinely trying to understand you. Some people only want control, access, emotional convenience. And once you see that, you stop performing emotional labor for everyone. You stop writing paragraphs to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop shrinking your truth to make other people comfortable. You stop over-justifying your boundaries. And maybe for the first time in your life, you simply say no, without guilt, without panic, without a 20-minute explanation afterward. That's growth, especially for women over 40, because by this age, life teaches you something important. Peace is expensive, and constantly explaining yourself to emotionally immature people costs too much peace. Many women spend years trying to be understood, accepted, approved of by family, by partners, by friends, by society. But eventually, something shifts. You realize the people who truly love you do not require endless explanations for your humanity. Healthy people don't punish you for having boundaries. Healthy love does not demand self-abandonment. And maybe that's why mature women become quieter, not colder, not bitter, just clearer, clear about what they tolerate, what drains them, what they no longer owe people. And honestly, that clarity scares some people, because people benefit when women constantly over-explain themselves. Over-explaining keeps women apologetic, small, emotionally available to everyone. But healed women become harder to manipulate. They stop rushing to defend themselves. They stop arguing with people committed to misunderstanding them. They stop needing everyone's approval to trust their own intuition. And that kind of woman becomes powerful, not loud powerful, quiet powerful. The kind of woman who no longer needs to announce her worth. She simply protects it. And yes, some people will call that selfish, especially people who are benefiting from your lack of boundaries. But protecting your peace is not selfish. It is emotional survival. You do not owe unlimited access to your energy just because someone feels entitled to it. You do not owe explanations for choosing rest, distance, privacy, or healing. And one of the most peaceful moments in life is when a woman finally understands. I don't need everyone to understand me in order to honor myself. That changes everything. Because the strongest women eventually stop trying to prove they're good. They stop trying to convince everyone they're worthy of kindness, respect, love, or softness. They stop auditioning for acceptance, and instead, they quietly build lives that feel safe inside their own nervous system. That's what real healing looks like. Not becoming harder, becoming calmer. So if you're in a season where you no longer feel the need to explain every decision, every boundary, every change in yourself, that is not arrogance. That is emotional